My name is Pat Kranzow, and I'm the representative for Hospitalized Veterans Writing Project at Hines VA Hospital in Hines, Illinois. I started as a volunteer here at Hines in 1996, and my first assignment was to work with a poet who had been writing for Veterans Voices, and I worked with him for 11 years. He had probably 400 poems in his head, and we worked to get these down on paper, and he's had many, many published. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us. And then we've found some other veterans over time who have many things to share with us. I haven't found anybody who does photography or artwork, but it's all been prose and poetry. In 1998, I was state president of the American Legion Auxiliary and chose Veterans Voices as my special project. So we were able to get enough money to underwrite the spring issue of the 1998 magazine. And then I have a group that meets every year that served with me, and we raise money and we send it every year to Veterans Voices. Well, first of all, I think you have to get somebody from the hospital who's really interested in it. When I first started, the educational therapist that I worked with had been working with the program for a long time, so she was very involved and very gung-ho for getting veterans involved. So you need to find someone on staff who's really interested in it, perhaps an educational therapist or someone in the computer lab, or perhaps someone in recreational therapy. And then you need to advertise. Now, I've tried a couple of times setting up a station in the canteen, and somehow it hasn't generated any enthusiasm or response from patients. So we've put up a lot of flyers around the hospital, and I have had probably more responses from that than actually sitting there physically and saying, would you like to write something? I think there's only one outpatient that I've actually worked with, and he saw one of the flyers and sent something to voluntary service. Mostly it's inpatients. The residential care facility is where I do most of my work, and when you meet one person, then you start to meet another and another and another. So that's a good way to find a section of the facility that will work. A few times we've had some high school students come and work on the Veterans History Project, and then we were able to take some of what they wrote for the Veterans History Project and revise it and send that in as something for Veterans Voices. So if there's an outside organization that's interested in working with veterans, sometimes you can piggyback on Veterans Voices. Have I got an opportunity for you? If you would like to see your name in print and you'd like to see some of your ideas shared with other veterans, Veterans Voices is the way to go.